everybody, and welcome to a new video. This episode I'm just going to have a little bit of news, and then we're going to look at a few of the pickups that I've picked up recently since January. So, Britpop band Kynd have been working together last year during lockdown as much as they could during 2020, and they went back through all their old rehearsal demos and any rehearsals that they'd done, and they found a collection of songs that should have been on their second album, but it never saw the light of day, like lots of music in the 90s that bands got together and never released any material. So it was meant to be released in the late 90s, but never happened. And well, now it's being recorded and it's been released this year. The guys in the band Kynd are smashing it. They're rehearsing when they can. They're online all the time talking about the stuff, and it's really good. And it's excellent news that these guys have managed to get back together and they're getting it out there this year. I really can't wait for it. Now, if anybody hasn't heard of the Britpop band from the 90s called Kynd, the debut album Shakedown is on Spotify, and I will put a link down to that below. So please go and check it out, and you'll not be disappointed. It's really good, and you should really have a listen. Also, just recently, the band Sleeper have brought out a new video to coincide with it's from the release of their new album, and the new video is called "Tell Me When You're," "Tell Me When You're Going," and like I said, it's taken from the new album. It's really good. You should go check it out. I'll put a link down to that also below this video. YouTube link. Go and have a listen. If you haven't got the new album yet, go and get it. It's on their official Sleeper page, website, store. So yeah, go pick that up. So please, if you're new to this channel, hit the like button if you like any of these videos. Also subscribe to the channel if you're getting value from any of this content that I'm providing, and I hope you're really enjoying it. So let's move on to the pickups for this episode. So recently I've picked up the album by the band called the Gyres, a Scottish band who had a little bit of success around 96 and 97. Now, I had this album on as one of my eBay searches for over a year, and it didn't pop up. Gyres singles are on eBay, but not the album. But then I got the alert, it was there, and I waited a few weeks. I didn't buy it straight away. I waited a few weeks, and I ummed and ahed, and I got a few more alerts. No one else seemed to notice it was there. Nobody bought it, so I paid a little bit more than I wanted to buy, and I thought if it goes, I'll regret not buying it. So that's the only album by the Gyres. Yeah, I've had a listen. It's really good, and I must say the case has come in excellent condition, and it's good to add this to the collection. So yeah, and I don't regret buying it now. It's there, I've got it, and I didn't want to be waiting another year for it to come back on eBay again. So I bit the bullet, and I've got that. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen this recently, and that is the single Inside by the Britpop band Soda. Now, if you don't know Soda, they are a Britpop hidden gem. They've got a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for, notice over the past couple of years with the album that was unreleased in the 90s being released. What's this? This is, it's a ticket from the cellar. Single, and this again, excellent condition. If you don't know about Soda, you should definitely go check them out. If you're new to Britpop and 90s indie, go and have a look at them. You might even not have heard of the Gyres, because they're not, I wouldn't say the Gyres are a particularly well-known band. Both of them, go check them out. I'll put a link to the music if they're on Spotify. I'll put a link below. Now, Soda are a local band for me, only from Hull, only half an hour drive away, and they only released a handful of singles in the 90s, and like I said, their album over the past couple of years did get a release. So yeah, check out Soda, they're a great band. Now, if you've seen a previous video, you'll know that I have started collecting 90s fanzines, and this was with the purpose to read the reviews and to find bands that might have slipped under the radar. So yeah, recently I've picked up The Do Not Disappoint. There's lots of bands in them. I've picked up myself another copy of All About Dee and His Friends. Now I have to say, this is my third issue of this that I've got. This is issue 7, and it's full of review. It's got reviews in. There's Ball here, and there's reviews of singles and gigs. Now this person here, I'm presuming that they're called. I don't want to go into too much detail right now because I want to look at them in this own video later on. But yeah, it's another copy of All About Dee and Friends. If anyone has any information about whoever wrote this or has any more knows where to find any more copies of this, then please leave a comment. I do really want some more fanzines. That's a great issue. Now this next one, it's a bit more better quality than that. It's got more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a thicker paper. It's not just that one, it's a thicker paper, it's glossy. This one's called Organ. This one was £1, issue 51. Now I only bought it because down the bottom here I recognised two bands, Posh and Disco Pistol. Now it was advertised as a punk fanzine, not a Britpop or a 90s indie fanzine, but I recognised the two bands at the bottom, and I asked the seller, is this the same Posh that released the singles Rough Lover and Shark Attack? Posh are one of my favourite bands that I've discovered just recently, and yeah, I think they're great, and they should have had more out, but it had more success. But the seller got back to me and said, yeah, there's an article on Posh now. There is an article on Posh, and it's for the single Rough Lover, but it's not exactly massive, it is small. And like I said, I'm going to go into these in more detail in a future videos, but this, just gone past it there. Now if you All About Dee and Friends has bands and stuff in it, it's there. Now this one is absolutely chocker, full of bands, more bands than the last one. I'm going to go through it, and there is some names that I recognise in there. Stereophonics, there's nothing on here. This page, I think. No. But there's just bands on every page. Every page this. So I'm going to have a good through and look at it at a later episode. Go through, look at some of the reviews for some of the bands in here. Gunshot, never heard of them. There's loads of bands in this. So I'm going to look for some more-ish copies of Organ and get searching for some more bands. Now I have seen some more that I did recognise in here, but I can't see now. Biss is here, single review. So yeah, that's the fanzine Organ, and it was more than I expected. I thought it was just going to be all about punk bands, but it's not. There's indie in there, there is Britpop in there. So yeah, these are the latest pickups. A couple of more fanzines to the collection, and an album and a single. They are four great items I've added to the collection. If there's anything you want to see in future videos, please leave a comment below. Please subscribe and like to the channel, and also like the video. And thank you for watching. And I will make sure you don't miss the next episode of On the Britpop Buzz, and I will see you next time.